My name is Daisy, and I'm going to be reading a poem called Growing Down by Shel Silverstein.
Yeah! Woo!
Mix a grunt and a grumble, a sneer and a frown. And what do you have? Why, old Mr. Brown, the crabbiest man in our whole darn town. We all called him Grow Up Brown. For years, each girl and boy and pup heard grow up, oh, grow up! He'd say, why don't you be polite? Why must you shout and fuss and fight? Why can't you keep dirt off your clothes? Why can't you remember to wipe your nose? Why must you always make such noise? Why don't you go pick up your toys? Why do you hate to wash your hands? Why are all your shoes filled with sand? Why must you shout when I'm lying down? Why don't you grow up? Grubs grow up brown. One day we said to Grow Up Brown, hey, why don't you try growing down? Why don't you crawl on your knees? Why don't you try climbing trees? Why don't you bang on a tin can drum? Why don't you chew some bubble gum? Why don't you play kick the can? Why do you not wash your hands? Why don't you join the baseball team? Why don't you jump and yell and scream? Why don't you try skipping stones? Why don't you eat ice cream cones? Why don't you cry when you feel sad? Why don't you cuddle with your dad? Why don't you have windy roasts? Why don't you believe in love? Why don't you have pillow fights? Why don't you sleep with your teddy at night? Why don't you swing from monkey bars? Why don't you wish on falling stars? Why don't you run in three-legged races? Why don't you make weirdy faces? Why don't you smile, Grow Up Brown? Why don't you try growing down? Then, Grow Up Brown, he scrunched and frowned and scratched his head and walked around. And finally, he said with a helpless sound, maybe I will try growing down. So Grow Up Brown began to sing and started doing silly things. He started making weirdy faces. He came in first in three-legged races. All day he swung from monkey bars. All night he'd lie and count the stars. He tooted horns, he banged on drums, spent $20 on bubble gum. He went to all the weedy roasts, and once he thought he saw a ghost. He got to be great at pillow fights and went to sleep with his teddy at night. He flew a kite, he kicked a can, he rubbed some dirt upon his hands. He drew some pictures, threw some stones, ate 47 ice cream cones.
Oh my.
He got some sand between his toes, got a loose tooth and a bloody nose. He got a dog, they rolled in the mud, he imitated Elmer Fudd. He climbed the roof, though no one asked. He broke his wrist and wore a cast. He rolled down hills, he climbed up trees, he scuffed his elbows, skinned his knees. He tried to join the baseball team when they said no. He spit and screamed! He cried when he was feeling sad and went and cuddled with his dad. He wore a hat that didn't fit. He learned just how far he could spit. He learned to wrestle and get tickled, sucked his thumb and pounced and giggled. He got his trousers torn and stained. He ran out barefoot in the rain, shouting to all the folks in town, it's much more fun this growing down!
Woo! Yeah, Daisy! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Thank you, Daisy.